What's happening, people? In today's video I am going to be reviewing, but not kind of reviewing, I'm going to be eating for the next 3 days only Iceland £1 food. Ultimate budget challenge. Although it's not like the budget challenge that I used to do where I'd have maybe £5 budget for 3 days or £20 for a week or something along those lines. It's not a full budget challenge like that. It's basically for the next 3 days I'm going to be living off only items from Iceland, £1 or below. Iceland are a supermarket here in the UK and they have the biggest range of budget food. Lots of it frozen, is a frozen supermarket, but they also have fresh food, fruit, salads, all that sort of stuff. And a lot of it comes in at £1 or under. So the rules of the game, not really a game, the rules of my life for the next 3 days are I can have anything bought from Iceland. Now I have done an online delivery, so touch wood, it all comes as expected. I don't have any swaps or refunds, because if they swap it for something that costs more than £1, I won't be able to use it. So I've done an order. I've got a few options. I haven't planned anything. I never do. But all being well, it should all be well. So today's date is Tuesday, 29th of April, and I'm going to have my tea for you guys now today. £1 tea. Tonight, obviously, I'm going to keep it real simple because I don't know what they're getting, but what's coming. So I'm just going to keep it real simple and probably have a little pizza for tea. They do a lot of £1 pizzas, so I'm going to have a little pizza, providing it hasn't been substituted out because I only ordered one. And yeah, unpack the shopping, and then we'll get into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the actual cost. So for instance, they do a lot of like pasties and things like that, or crispy pancakes. So if there's 4 crispy pancakes in a pack, now I haven't ordered any crispy pancakes. I'm using this as an example, but also not to give anything away. If there's 4 crispy pancakes in a pack and I use 2 of them on a meal, that would be 50p, because they are 20. It's a £1 pack for 4. Or if it was a pasty or a sausage roll and there was 2 in a pack, that would be 50p, because I would only be using 1. I mean, I will get down to the nitty gritty. I'll properly penny pinch and we'll see what the budget actually cost, because a lot of this stuff will be able to be frozen. Some will have to be eaten. So yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into the actual cost of each meal. And yeah, for the next 3 days, this is my life. So the email has just come through now from the delivery that says, get ready for your delivery today. Let's see. First at the top, I can see out of stock items in red. But it's Naomi's chocolate dessert, and they have a £1 garlic and herb dip, which is like Domino's, and that is out of stock and being refunded. So unfortunately, my plan to have a pizza is not going to be as nice without that dip. Oh, we've got some substituted items as well. Oh, this one is something that it's not too bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get into that when I use it, because it's actually only changed for probably something better, but I was trying to do 2 varieties of the same thing. We'll get into that when it comes to it. But everything else looks like it's here. So I better go and write up a little plan for the next 3 days. The email says it's here. It's actually not here yet, but so when the guy delivers it, I'll spread it all out on the in the kitchen, and you can have a look, and then you can guess my meals before I show you. Right, I'll see you when the delivery guy arrives. Okay, so the delivery has been now. So before I show you what I got that's part of this challenge, they also have an offer. Generally, they have it all the time at Iceland, where you can get 8 for £10 or 10 for £10. Well, currently, it's 15 for £15. So come and have a look what I got for that. That's just for the girls and things like that, just freezer stuff for us. So come and have a look at that, and then I'll show you all the £1 and under that's relevant to this channel. This is what we got. And randomly, they sent me 4 bags of wedges that I didn't order. So I've got 4 full bags of lightly spiced wedges by McCain. So I didn't order these, but there's 4 bags just randomly. Never mind. Right, look at this, 15 for £15. So we got 2 of the tempura battered crispy chicken, 2 packs of 12 chicken dippers, 2 lots of crispy battered fish fingers, all bird's eye these. These are the girls' favourites. Barbecue griddlers there, 2 packs of them. We got a couple of meat subs, Meat Feast, Meat Supreme Chicago Town subs. They're mine. Chip shop curry, not chip shop curry, fish and chips, fish. 2 bags of alphabet bites. 2 thin crust pepperoni pizzas. And a lot of you guys will say, what the heck are them? But because they're included in it, the girls actually don't like them. Not my cup of tea, if I'm honest. But yeah, 15 of them for £15. Not bad in today's economy, is it? Right. They are not £1 products. They're all different prices: £1.50, £2.50, £3, and they're just currently in an offer that happens to give them a £1 value now. But that's not the challenge. We're gonna have this lot. So we're going to be working through this little lot. Everything you see here was £1 or less at that actual price. So for instance, 6 salad tomatoes, £1. 3 onions, £1. Tuna, 75p. Chicken, all these frozen products here, all £1. Mashed potato, cereal, they're all £1 or less. So I'm obviously not going to use all this for 3 days, but I am going to have my tea tonight, Tuesday the 29th of April, and then we'll have 2 full days, and then on Friday, when you guys are seeing this, I'll have breakfast and dinner. So 3 days from this little lot. Tonight I'm just going to keep it simple. Now, I was planning on having that garlic dip that got substituted. I'm just going to have this thin crust vegetable pizza for my tea tonight. So, nice and easy start. £1. Let's go. So this says, a thin and crispy pizza base topped with mozzarella cheese, tomato sauce, red, yellow and green peppers, spinach, mushrooms and red onion. 343 calories per half a pack, so that's $6.86 for a pizza. Not too shabby. It is getting quite late. The delivery driver I booked a 7 till 9 window and he literally rocked up at 5 to 9, so I'm blooming starving. So this will do the trick, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Right, let me get this cooking. Apparently, frozen pizza retailer of the year, Iceland. Little veggie pizza. I do like this one. I have it multiple times. Something a little bit different. It's quite low calorie for a pizza as well, so that's obviously why. So the total price for one tea is £1. It says 19 minutes cooking time on the back there, but in that air fryer it'll probably take about 10, 15 tops. Right, you guys have a little look at this when it's done, then we'll have a taste. Have a guess now what you think the total budget, the actual spend, is going to be for this 3 days. Obviously, £1 won't be the for each meal. This is quite a cheap one. It will be a little bit more than that. I'm hoping to come in at under 10 though for all 3 days. We'll see if that's possible. Right, let's have a taste of this. Okay, like I said, this is not like an actual review because I've had this lots of times. I think I've even reviewed it on the channel. But these veggie pizzas, I really like them. Something a little bit different from your standard pepperoni. You know what? For £1, they're banging. Right, I'm going to go finish watching Arsenal. They are losing 1-0 currently against PSG. Obviously, by the time this comes out on Friday, you will have all seen the full-time score, but there is half an hour left in that, so I'm going to go enjoy this. Make Naomi some food as well. And I'll see you guys in the morning, when the real fun starts, a full day. These are nice for £1. Good morning on what is an absolutely fantastic Wednesday morning. Today I am having my breakfast, and I'm going to go with this Oat Burst Instant Porridge, apple and blueberry. This one from Iceland was 50 pence. You can, I think it was in a deal where you could get 10 for £4, so you can get it now for 40 pence. But full price, like I said at the beginning, the rules are anything that's £1 and under. So I got a couple of these, but this one just had boiling water, apple and blueberry instant porridge. So I'm going to give this a go. Now, talking over the rules, obviously it's not a set science, but the dog's just finished his breakfast and he's gone out into the garden. We are going to go out for a little WALK in a minute, and I might even have my lunch outside. I might even take a little picnic or something along the lines. Yeah, because it is an absolutely glorious day, and yeah, could do with a nice little walk. But as if I just spelled it out the first time and then said it then. Oh, you'll have to wait because we're not going till dinner time. It's breakfast time now. We're going to have that porridge, and yeah, the rules. I'm allowing myself. It's not including drinks, so I've got like bottled water and things like that. I'm not having to buy water. You can get it out of tap, corporation pot. Cups of tea. I've got a cup of tea here. Sauces, seasonings, all that sort of thing. Salt, pepper, vinegar, mint sauce, mayonnaise, tomato, whatever it may be. I'm allowing myself that because you don't buy that all the time, and it's not a budget challenge. It's more of a budget food challenge, if that makes sense. Right, let's get this water in here. And I'm guessing you fill to a line and put the top back on and let it just, yeah, become porridge from these oats. As you saw there, I didn't really fill it to the actual fill line, just below. I feel like it always ends up too watery when you go to the fill line on all these sort of things. Pot noodles, porridges, anything like this. If you want it a bit claggy, I prefer it that way and not watery. Definitely just reduce them. You can always add water after, or milk. You could even add a bit of milk in this. Ooh, might make it a little bit better. You know, if it's a bit too claggy, when it's done, that should be good. Right. Have a look at this. So per pot, 219 calories, 2.9 grams of fat, 8.4 grams of protein and 37.8 grams of carbs. So 219 calories in this. Not the best breakfast, but you know, it'll do for 50p. So this one is apple and blueberry. I do have a golden syrup one. Obviously the calories and things might change on that one, but that was also 50 pence. So let's give this a go. I don't mind a bit of porridge. Now it's a little bit warm for it, if I'm honest, but porridge is normally a winter cereal. But I tell you what, it's not a bad consistency, that is it, for a kettle porridge. I mean, nothing quite tastes like Ready Brek did when I was younger. But got a nice blueberry and apple flavour that. You can see the blueberries, obviously the apple's more like I would imagine like an apple sauce. But for 50p, who can complain? Alright, I'll finish this, finish my cup of tea, and I'll see you guys at lunchtime. Okay, it's lunchtime, and as you can probably tell by the lighting, the sun is absolutely gleaming. I think it's 24 degrees here in Yorkshire. Absolutely fantastic Wednesday. So I'm going to head out and actually have myself a little picnic, because I am filming the video that you guys already saw today on Wednesday, because I'm going to go film that regarding the whole paid for review sort of scandal that's hitting the papers at this, not the papers, hitting the social media world at this time. So I'm going to go give my tuppence on it. Why not? Everybody else has. So I'm going to make a little picnic, and I'm going to go and film that video out and about, because it's too nice to stay in. When I do these little 3-day budget challenges, it always seems to be best weather. Anyway, loaf of bread. Iceland thick, best quality bread, £1. Corned beef. Now, corned beef is very expensive when it comes in the tins these days compared to what it used to be. And I thought, wow, that's a right bargain. It's £1. But when it's turned up, you only get 3 slices for £1. So it is what it is. So yeah, 33p a slice. But we'll have a slice of corned beef. And then I had a choice between the salad tomatoes that I bought or the onions. And I'm going to go for onions. Corned beef and onion sandwich with a bit of brown sauce. You cannot beat it. And I'm also going to have a banana. 5 bananas for £1 in Iceland. So let me make this little picnic. We'll take the dog for a little wander, and then we'll get to eating the picnic. So I've cut up like probably about 1/3 of an onion, which is probably too much. But these corned beef slices are pretty thin, so let's put one on. I think one's going to be enough, to be fair. One. And a load of onion. I love red onion. Obviously you can make this a bit, I mean, there's absolutely loads of too much onion here, but you can make this a bit of a better sandwich. You maybe can add tomatoes, lettuce, whatever, but I think that is just about perfect for me. A nice corned beef and onion sandwich. Oh yes. Okay, so working out the actual price of this might prove a little bit tricky, but there is 16 slices of bread in the loaf. So 2 slices is going to cost about 13p. I think it's 12.5p, so we'll round it up to 13p. Now, I have used 1/3 of an onion, and not even used that actually because there was just too much onion to go in the sandwich. The onions, you got 3 for a pack, so that's about 12p worth of onion as well. I'm rounded up because obviously it's not a budget challenge, but yeah, so that's 25p. Plus the corned beef, which is another 33p. So the total is 58p for that sandwich, minus the butter and the bit of brown sauce. But 58p, I don't think that's too bad. So that takes our running total to £1.08 today. Oh, I'm having a banana. I'm going to have a banana with it. 5 bananas for £1, so that's 20p a banana. So that's 78p for lunch. Right, like I said, this weather is absolutely incredible, so I'm going to wrap that up in tin foil, take Sandy on a little walk, and we'll have a little picnic and eat it together. Oh my god, it's been years. Lovely weather. Obviously I'm sitting in shade a little bit. Sandy's having a little drink, but oh man, what a bargain. 58p sandwich. Oh yes. Right, see you guys at tea time. Okay, so it is tea time. After only spending, what was it, 50p and 78p, that's £1.28 so far today on the budget. We might be splashing out a little bit. Tonight, I'm going to have you guys know from my reviews, when these first came out, these were my favourite out of all the £1 things. Although it's not got the best amount of meat in there. These lemon mint pies are really good. I like them just pie and peas, quick lunch or whatever, pie and chips. But today, I'm going to have a pie with some of this Reva mashed potato with butter and herbs. It's like smash. They're 50p. Same as the porridge, you can get these in the 10 for £4, so you can get them down to 40p. Or there might be 40p actually, I'll have to check. I'll double check and I'll put it on the screen now. But yeah, I did try get 2 of these, one for tomorrow's tea as well. Which this one's got with butter and herbs, and they've got a normal one as well, but they got substituted. So basically, they give me 2 butter and herbs. Probably better to have butter and herbs than have just normal smash. So I'm not complaining. So we're gonna have a pie. I'm just gonna have one because obviously I've got to watch all calories. Mash, and we're gonna have half a tin of mushy peas. These are 75p a tin, but you can get 6 for £3. Now I did get 6 for £3 because you can mix and match it with beans and things like that. So I've got a couple of tins of these. But like I said, we're not judging anything on offer prices, so this is going to class as 75p a tin of mushy peas. It's probably expensive, but it is bachelors. So I'm actually going to, like I said earlier today, I think it was, yeah, where I said the rules, I can add a bit of sauces and stuff. I'm going to make some gravy. I'm going to make some mint. I'm going to have some mint sauce. I'm going to have a bit of mint gravy over my pie, mash and mushy peas. Should be absolutely fantastic. I'll get it cooking because the lamb and mint pies, it says, a short crust pastry pie filled with minced lamb and textured soya protein in a mint and lamb gravy topped with puff pastry. 18 to 20 minutes in the air fryer. Meat content, 7% lamb. So it's very, very low. I know that's not a bit great for you. Per pie, 363 calories. A tub of this is 150 calories. Half a tin of this, well, a third of a tin is 87 calories, so it's 120 calories. So what's that? 270. We're looking around 650 calorie meal. I might even put the total calories at the end of this when I work it out throughout the whole day. Obviously, porridge this morning and corned beef and my onion sandwich today. Right, let me get this cooking. You guys have a look at it. Like I said earlier, there was too many onions to put in the sandwich. It's still the same third of the onion, so we're not actually counting this, but that's what onions wouldn't fit in the sandwich, so there's still a third of the onion used, but I'm going to put that in the gravy as well. Oh yes. Okay, so the pies probably take about 5 or 6 minutes. It does say 9 minutes on there, but it won't take that long in the air fryer. And I did just double check. These are 50p each. So today's evening meal, it's cost 50p. 50p. I'm having one pie, so that's a quid. And half a tin of mushy peas is 37.5p. Let's call it 38. That's £1.38 for tonight's tea. Minus, of course, a bit of mint sauce and a bit of gravy, which I'll round it up at the end and we'll add a little bit on and we'll do all that sort of jazz. So today the totals: 50p of breakfast. We had porridge, 78p for the sandwich that I made and the banana, and then £1.38 today. So total today, I'm just looking down at my calculator there because I'm not very clever. £2.66. That ain't half bad as long as this is good. I mean, I know that the lamb and mint pies and the mushy peas are going to be good. I've had this pie and peas for many a times before. It's like sort of my go-to cheap food. And yeah, we'll see what this is like. I think I've had this on a budget challenge before, but we'll give it a try. £2.66 for a full day. Of course, yesterday's tea was a vegetable pizza. What I'm going to do with that one is I'm actually going to add that onto Fridays because it is supposed to be 3 full days. This is day 1. So I hope that makes sense. But this is day 1. So at the end of this, I'll put the total calories as well, because obviously I'm in a calorie deficit at the moment. And that's what I'm trying to be in. So we'll see how that's going. And obviously you guys might say, that's not enough for me. I need more to run on. So maybe you could adjust it if you're going to do this sort of challenge and add an extra pie or an extra banana or whatever, or make a double sandwich. You know the score. Right. Let's have a look at this now because it's just about ready. I need to get that mash on. I think it's an add hot water. Ready in 3 minutes. Yeah, 200ml of boiling water, and then you just, same as the porridge really, just makes a bit of smashed potato. So I'll get it all plated up. You guys have a look, and then I'll pour my gravy on. I'll let you have a look before the gravy goes on so you can see the texture of the mashed potato, because the camera never lies. Okay, so there it is. Look at that. I have put a bit of mint sauce in the peas and some in the gravy. I love minted peas. Mashed potato doesn't look bad. Look at that. And look how clean it came out of that. Look at that pot. Empty. And then you got the lamb and mint pie. So let's give it a taste. So like I said, this is not actually a review of each product, but I will try these buttery and herby mashed potato or smashed potato. Look at that. What do you think? You know what? That's alright. I mean, obviously, 50p for easiness, boiling kettle and leaving it, it's actually really, really quick. But you don't get a lot of potato for 50p, do you? Currently, 2 kilograms of white potato at the time of filming this in Aldi 49p. So obviously this is not really budget friendly, but no messing about, no problem. Challenges of this game. I have reviewed this lamb and mint pie, and I have to tell you, it's pretty good. But the full review will be somewhere on this channel. Oh yeah. And that with a bit of minted peas. Can't go wrong. What did this cost? £1.38. Happy days. Right. I'm going to put some gravy on now. And I'll see you guys in the morning for breakfast on day number 2. Some might say that's too much gravy. I disagree. See you in the morning. What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic. Would be special. Wouldn't buy that again.